Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inner Spark, the place where stories light up your inner fire and remind you of your true potential. Today, I'll share with you a story that proves one powerful truth. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. It will take you through struggles, betrayals, moments of hope, and finally a powerful rise to success. It's a reminder that no matter how dark your path may seem, your own belief can create light. So let's begin. And if this story touches your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Inner Spark so we can keep bringing you powerful stories that inspire your journey. Riley was a quiet boy from a small town in the UK, raised by a single mother who worked double shifts at a diner just to put food on the table. From a young age, he dreamed of building something great, something that would change his life and the lives of others. But every time he spoke of his dreams, his classmates laughed at him, his relatives dismissed him, and even teachers told him to be realistic. The only one who believed in him was his mother, though her tired eyes sometimes made him wonder if she truly believed or if she just wanted to comfort him. When Riley grew older, he applied for university, hoping it would be the first step toward his dream of becoming an architect. But rejection letters came, one after another. His friends moved forward with their lives, posting smiling photos of their acceptance letters and bright futures online. Riley felt crushed, yet he told himself, "If no one else sees my worth, I'll see it myself." That night, he took a job at a construction site to earn money while secretly sketching building designs during his breaks. One day, during a rainy shift, Riley showed one of his designs to a supervisor, hoping for encouragement. Instead, the man laughed, saying, "You think you'll ever design buildings? You'll be lucky if you're hired to carry bricks." The words stung deeply, but instead of breaking, Riley decided they would fuel him. He returned home, soaked and humiliated, but that night he stayed awake, sketching a design for a futuristic community center he dreamed of building for underprivileged kids. Months passed, and Riley faced his first twist of fate. His mother fell ill, and hospital bills started piling up. Riley was torn. He wanted to chase his dream, but his mother needed him. He gave up his savings, his sketches collected dust, and he drowned himself in long shifts to cover expenses. For a while, he thought his dreams were dead. But late one night, as he sat by his mother's hospital bed, she squeezed his hand and whispered, "Don't let my struggles kill your dream. Promise me you'll keep going." Those words carved themselves into his heart. Riley returned to his sketches, but this time with even more fire. He began entering competitions online, submitting his designs anonymously. Rejections came again and again. But one day, he received an email. His design had been shortlisted for a Young Innovators Award in London. He couldn't believe it. Yet when he told his coworkers, they laughed and said he'd never afford the train ticket, let alone compete. Still, Riley sold his old bike, bought the ticket, and went. At the competition, Riley felt out of place among students from top universities, dressed sharply, presenting their designs with confidence. He stood with his worn shoes and trembling hands. Yet when it was his turn, he spoke with raw passion about how his design wasn't just lines on paper. It was a vision to give kids in poor neighborhoods a space to grow. The judges listened in silence, and though he didn't win, one investor approached him afterward, saying, "I like your fire. Keep in touch." For months, Riley heard nothing. He almost gave up, thinking the man had only said it out of politeness. But then came another twist. One evening, as he returned from work, he found a letter waiting. The investor wanted to fund his design and give him a small team to bring his dream to life. For the first time, Riley's belief had pulled someone else into his vision. He was terrified but excited, unsure if he was ready, but he remembered his promise to his mother. The journey wasn't smooth. His team doubted him at first, questioning why a construction worker with no degree should be the leader. Some even quit. The investor began losing faith, warning him that he'd pull out if progress didn't improve. Riley spent sleepless nights, redesigning, recalculating, learning what he didn't know. Every failure became his teacher, and slowly, things began to fall into place. Just as Riley started seeing progress, a shocking twist hit him. One of his closest teammates betrayed him. They stole part of his design and pitched it to another investor, trying to secure funding for themselves. Riley felt gutted, angry, and broken. For a night, he considered quitting, convinced he wasn't cut out for this world. But then he remembered the laughter of his old supervisor, the tears of his mother, and a vow he had made. Instead of collapsing, Riley rebuilt his design, making it stronger, more original, and undeniably his own. That betrayal became the fire that pushed him beyond his limits. Years later, Riley stood in front of the completed community center, tears in his eyes. Children played in the halls he once only saw in his dreams. His mother, now healthier, stood beside him, smiling proudly. Reporters called him the boy who believed when no one else did. But Riley knew the truth. It wasn't just belief, it was the courage to keep walking when the world told him to stop. Believing in yourself when no one else does is more than a mindset. It's a survival skill for dreamers. Riley's story shows that rejection, betrayal, and loneliness are only chapters, not endings. The real ending belongs to those who refuse to quit, who turn pain into fuel, and who trust their own spark until the world finally sees it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Inner Spark for more powerful stories that ignite your inner fire.